Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, doing the weekly MonTac Matchup for the 24th of June 2022, and joining me this evening, we have got former champion Apocalyptic. How are you doing today, sir?
Yo, 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 hello. I am not necessarily very, I am doing well. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to have you. Going to have some very interesting matchups this weekend. We're going to focus obviously on the tournament matchups and of course your matchup, the most important one of the weekend.
The most important, of course.
But speaking of tournament matchups...
Everybody get excited.
Yes, everybody get excited. Speaking of tournament matchups, we're going to see Shadow Galaxy versus Lucky. Obviously, the winner of this is going to get the third place prize in the tournament, what some would call the loser's bracket, but neither of these players are losers in my book. Both have outperformed themselves really in this tournament, and both pose a major threat to the division in the future. Obviously, Pugs would be coming from Wolf this match, and Lucky probably going to use, I guess, Gambler, but they've been experimenting with Mutate and a couple other stuff, but I think after that tough loss to Sparrow, they're going to want to get their stride back and their momentum, and I think we can definitely see them with some Gamblers. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that Lucky might go back to the deck that he knows the best to try and win this losers bracket, as we said. But Pugs are very, very unconventional deck, very oppressive, I don't know, it'll be a tough match for Lucky. I think that if Shadow plays like she did in the tournament, I think she might have a good chance to win this. But I know that Lucky might try and counter Pugs. Like, I think he'll make a deck specifically for Pugs. So I don't know really. I think I'm leaning more towards Shadow right now, but it's anyone's guess.
Yeah, she's definitely done incredibly well this tournament. Obviously, just losing out last week in that was like an hour and a half, that match. Yeah, I mean, I'm really keen to see how this is going to go, considering how it is a favourable matchup for her, like you said. Other matches we were looking at will be your match with Dan B. Now, obviously, you are in front in terms of the non-tournament competitors. You are right at the top there at rank 3. Obviously, you did happen to lose to Sparrow, but it was incredibly close and came down to a single card. Obviously, you've put yourself in a very good position to do well this season, but you're not starting off with an easy opponent, unfortunately. You're going to have to go through Dan B now. Obviously, in the new format, things are going to change with Steel Edge getting a little bit of a buff because they don't have to worry about health anymore. How confident are you can deal with that Steel Edge strategy?
I've been playing some Steel Edge myself recently, and I wanna think that I know how the deck runs, and I wanna think that I know how to counter it. I don't know. I am as confident as I would be in like any other match. But I think it'll be a fun match just because any match with me and Danby is a fun match.
That's definitely true. Dan is quite the character. Definitely going to be very fun. Yeah, I think, that's going to be... Because obviously Steel Edge has been thought to be pretty oppressive recently. I mean, this is... If he does get shut down here, this could change the talks about them getting nerfed, so... I'm coming into this with...
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if Steel Edges really need to get nerfed. I think they're in a good place. I think the rest of the decks and the rest of the meta is shaping up with them.
Yeah, sure.
So I think they're in a pretty good place right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of being in a pretty good place, we are obviously going to see Dharmakos. Now, this is their first title shot, and they are going in as a grand finalist. And who are they going to be playing?
Yeah.
They're going to be playing their younger brother, Sparrow, who has a heck of a lot more experience, obviously has reached the title before. But Dharmakos is coming off of multiple former championship wins. So they've taken out Misfire, which was a huge upset, then Doozy, then Wolf, and now they're hitting into the grand final. They've got the best record of the season currently, obviously 3-0 undefeated. They've got the Dark Horse they got at the beginning of the season. I mean, they've got a heck of a lot of momentum entering this. Plus, they've got the mental advantage being older than Sparrow.
Yeah.
How important is momentum over experience, in your opinion?
Ooh, very good question. I think experience is a good thing to have, especially in a game like this where like cards like change every so often. And I think that experience in that case could be a bit of a downside because you're used to like the old cards and like anything else. But I mean, like both Sparrow and Damocles are pretty new to the game, and I don't think they experience so drastic changes. I think that Damocles does have the advantage though, just like you said, the mental advantage, just because they're older. I'm leaning towards Damocles to win this because just coming out with 3 wins in their first tournament is huge.
Well, I think that covers all the major matchups this weekend. Obviously, we've got a couple other interesting ones. Badger versus Tailsweet comes to mind. Zweistein versus Misfire as they adjust the new format. Those really will need to see more. I think we need to see them play a bit more if we can really get those well-informed opinions on it. But overall, thank you for coming on and giving your thoughts. Obviously, we are 1 week...
It was my pleasure.
Yes. We are 1 week away from the major changes that will be announced regarding cards being balanced. So this will be where everyone gets to submit their entries for cards they'd like to see changed. That falls onto maybe they want to get completely redone, buffs or nerfs. And the 3 board members who will be managing these submissions, obviously they'll be sent to myself, but the 2 other members I have decided to have with me on the board will be Apocalyptic here, and I've also gotten Misfire to do that with us as well.
Yes.
So we've got quite the experienced board, so I'm hopefully we can make the best decisions for the community and keep the game nice and fun. With all that in mind, is there anything you'd like to say, Apocalyptic, or Apoc, as you are now branded?
Apoc? I don't know, like, have fun, everybody play the game, don't take it too seriously, and just read your cards.
Fair
That's
enough.
the most important message.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you coming on, sir, and good luck in your matchup. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe, the whole thing. This has been Tom. Have a great day.